Hey everybody, this is Derek. Hope everyone is doing magnificent. This is a video response to InSpiritChannel on ET disclosure. I'm not going to really talk about ETs or spaceships. Have I seen a UFO? Yes. Have I seen it really that much? No. I've seen it once as a child and I was at a hospital, maybe on some drugs, so I mean, whatever. But I did see one about 4 years ago, that looked like an eagle, some sort of animal. And it flew really, really weird. What else could it be? You never know. But what happened to me in 2007 might be ET-ish, and who knows what it is, but it's definitely paranormal, beyond belief, Twilight Zone type of information. I just finished at this time watching The Secret, and then after watching that movie, I spent some time writing notes, going through the ways that I meditate, and trying to find out the validity of this law of attraction. And a few days after I did that, I moved into a different type of energy field. It was not expected for me to go through this. It just happened. And one of the things that I noticed was that I had a higher feeling of love, and there really wasn't any trigger of something that should have experienced it. Not like a single event happened where, I don't know, but I just had this major feeling of love. Now that feeling would end up growing stronger and stronger later on. I could literally sit down in dinner and see pork, and I'm like, am I supposed to eat this? Yet it's like one of my favorite foods. I only can think that what I went through was a form of spiritually time traveling, meaning that I had 2011 energies in 2007, 2010 energies, 2009 energies in 2007, and definitely 2012 energies in 2007. 3 or 4 days of this energy goes by. I've had about 7 or 8 different types of games given to me by the gods. Very intenseful games, very informative games. A lot of the information that was given to me, I totally forget. But I was even told, okay, here's something for you, but don't expect to remember this. I remember them saying that to me, but I don't remember what they told me. However, on this one night, this was totally beyond belief. I got home. It was late, 11:30 maybe at night. I looked down at my cell phone, which has a dead battery in it, expecting it for a phone call to come in. And of course I wasn't thinking, well, the battery's dead. How could that happen? No, I didn't think that, because my mind was not grounded, if you will. I was in a totally different state. My senses were stronger. I was able to see like I've never seen before, smell like I've never smelt before, hear, feel. All my senses were higher than normal. So I get this call. One of my friends calls. I'm going to stop by. Is that cool? Yeah, come on over. And he stops by, and we go into this one room, and we are playing cards. Now what he does, my friend that is, he gives me this card. And he has this look. But what happens is, he's showing me this card, it flips over without him doing anything. Literally, he held it like this, without any movement, the card flipped from face up to face down, or from face down to face up. I can't remember which one it was, but it did switch over without him doing it. That's not normal. So now are you trying to play my kind of game? After that happens, I notice that he is 1 second delayed as far as the way he's moving, which, once again, is beyond belief. So I felt, can I adjust time? Why can't I? I tried to fast forward time to bring it back, and he's gone. And I'm doing all this stuff, and all I can hear him saying is, cool, and all these other words. Yet, he's gone. Later on, I stopped hearing his voice as I was going through a stage of spiritual computer programming. I knew I was a computer programmer because one of my games earlier was finding this information out. I would literally go to one person whom I knew had a high energy, and the first thing I said to her was, I speak both languages. And she knew exactly what I meant. And then the information came in on how I'm, on a spiritual level, have this computer programming abilities. Okay. So during this time, I had a little test in how to spiritually program. We're not going to really get into that. But after that had concluded, I was given the information to me through thought of the love and positive energy. The way it was given to me was a little ball, well, a big ball. We will say the earth. So I look at the earth, that's what I'm envisioning, and it's a hollow hole. And I see one drop of water in this hole with vast space outside of it. The energies tell me that hollowness, vast space is fear, hate, all of these negative things that we know, and that drop of water is love. There is your Big Bang Theory. And then I seen the water start to go up. The messages I was feeling was, okay, we got more love and less fear. Because every single time a drop of water was added into this ball, it would add the love energy a little fraction higher, reduce the negative fear energy a little fraction lower. So the message at this point that I was given was expect a huge surge to this halfway point and a huge surge after the halfway point, meaning that when this water barrier at the equator of the earth, say, when we are now have the water at the top of the equator, that's when the love and the fear energy will go to 50-50. When we pass that point, there will never, ever be more fear than love again on this planet. Ever. Okay, this was overwhelming at the time. And after that was finished, I was then starting to get envisionments. I was seeing weather fighting back huge against us. It was like, okay, we've had enough, we're going to fight back. At this point, I had no idea about the 2012 prophecy. I had no idea about the Mayan calendar, but I was given a lot of information that the Mayan calendar was trying to teach at this time, but I never heard of it then. And when that all stopped, I was paralyzed from my toe up. Literally, all I had feeling here. But I was very calm because I could start to notice the feeling slowly coming up from my foot all the way to my head. It took about a half an hour, I think. I mean, I might have been 10 minutes, it might have been 50, I don't know. What I noticed was I was starting to get the feeling. As I got feeling in my foot, it started shaking big time. And a lot of different thoughts were coming into my head. And it was, the feeling I was having was, you're safe, there's no need to be worried about this, but it was sort of like having a feeling of what ascension would be like. I think. After I start to get my feeling back, I'm able to fall off the chair that I'm in, crawl to the next, to the house, and I literally have to crawl. And I go into my room, and I'm like, wow, this is huge. This is like so amazing. I go to lay down to try to sleep, and my cell phone's going crazy. It is shaking, it is vibrating, it is making these weird sounds. And at the same point, I can feel a complete body cleanse from feet to head, just like I had before. That took maybe an hour or two. And for a small brief moment, I had no pain whatsoever, no sores whatsoever. In fact, the sores that I've had from the surgery last 12 years ago that I still have today were completely gone. I was like, whoa, this is just unbelievable. Now, remember, this was a short body cleanse, as a day goes by, those sores were back, and I was now in the hospital because I was extremely in need of being grounded. I had about 7 hours sleep total for the week, but I had this information. I still to this day try to wonder how I got this, what exactly is it, and if there is some other entity coming in. I know Brad Johnson talks about channeling with Adronis. Who was it that was giving me these energies? I still don't know. But this was my wake-up call. Recently, a couple weeks ago, I had a chance to enter into another dimension. Now, I refused this one, but I don't even know if my mind was playing tricks on me or not. However, I look at this energy that I'm talking about as far as negative and the positive, and it does make sense to me. To the point where my mind says that it's 99.5% accurate. And because I'm the only one that thinks it, it's like 92%, 93% accurate in my mind, which is extremely high. That when we get to this 2012 period, the time where love and fear, or love and hate, is 50-50. Probably December the 21st. When we leave that point and ascend forward, that means the average thought in this world will always be that of positive. And we've never ever had that before. So, thank you all for watching. Remember to check out InSpiritChannel's videos if you like spiritual ascension type of information. Peace and light everyone, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.